Hello and welcome. My name is Clint and I'm your host for the webinar. I'd like to take a moment just to share a little bit about me and my background. In fact, I'd like to share with you an experience. Many years ago, my best friend had died in a car crash, and I'm going to explain the relevance of that and the importance of that at the end of the webinar. But I will tell you that it made me realize that life is so short and that we must try our best to be our best while we are here. And that realization has driven my life. And let me tell you, when I speak with people, I always tell them to challenge themselves and be as grateful as possible. You know, I am a very grateful man, and I'm going to take a minute and just share a little more with you. This is a picture of me and my wife. We live in West Virginia, and she's my best friend. I'm going to share a few pictures of her modeling. Hopefully, she doesn't care. And you know, we have a lot of dogs, and like I said, we live in West Virginia, so I'm going to share a few pictures of my dogs. And you know, just I got to tell you that both her and I, we love helping people. And you know, from my experience in home business and traditional business, you know, I feel like it's prepared me to serve in this way. And I've spent a lot of time on perfecting the automated systems. I'm going to share a little bit with you as we go. But let me tell you, the MCA plus an automated system is really an awesome thing here. And my assistant is trying to get David Kircher, the president of MCA, on the phone. And I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about some things. He's going to explain to you more about MCA. It's more powerful than you think. I know that because I realized that as we talked. But okay, so let's talk about MCA. Just a recap. That you make 200% commissions. Here's a bunch of checks. I'm sure if you went through the system, you've seen a lot of social proof, and that's one thing I love about this program. Is there's just over. We can do it all day long, guys. I can just show you stuff. But you know, what I really want to focus on, let me get past this part here. Okay, so what we want to focus on is that we are the automated success team, and what we are not is just a solely a traditional network marketing gig where we just tell people to, you know, go recruit, go talk to your friends and family and try to push a product on them. You know, we don't want to deal with a product because people cancel it. They don't want it. We put your business on autopilot. And one of the biggest things that people just don't understand at this point is that we have a compensation plan where you can make $10,000 per month off of it alone. It pays through 8 levels, and you get 10% on your first level, 10% on your eighth level, and 5% in between. But when that matures, that turns into over $12,000 a month, and you only recruited 3 people. This is an example of 3 getting 3. So we know what you need to succeed, and if you're going to do this business, you need traffic. Not only do you need a sales system, you need to have traffic, and we have all kind of traffic solutions for you. All right, so that's what really makes us the best, is that we have a great co-op that's driven by the best of the best, and you don't have to participate in that. That's optional, but if you want to automate your business, you need that. And then the Facebook app is cool. In fact, let me just kind of show you some of this, because the co-op, again, optional, but the Facebook app is really going viral right now because you know what? In fact, let me just show you. Let me jump over to a website. Okay, this is exactly the same thing for you. I'm sure you've seen a little bit of this so far. You have your capture page, but off to the left, you have your easy share bar. When you go to the Facebook app, what's going to happen is after you agree, which I already have, it'll just basically propagate all of your friends. And in this example, I'm just going to quickly show you. I'm going to grab just send a quick message to my wife. Okay, and I can't spell. So anyway, you send it, and you can see right there it automatically sends a message to her, whatever you want, that invites her to that page. And what I suggest people do is copy and paste the message and just invite the friends that you want. You can do it all day long. You could also do emails. This real simple, guys. I'm just going to show you. You can grab all your contacts from Gmail, or you can do Pinterest. We also have the scoring system, which is proprietary, unique, and just amazing. What it does is it shows you who's hot and who's not. In this example, you can see there is numbers and scores above each one of the people in the sales funnel. Anything between 50 and 100 is hot. Anything over 100 is red hot. What happens is the system recognizes every move a person makes, everything they watch and click, assigns a score. And then that way you can see in this example, those are 2 people that are getting really hot. We also have the text feature and so much more. The best part is the compensation, but we give you everything you need to succeed. Okay, so the company, I mean, we chose this company because it's benefits. It's not a product that you don't want and need every month. This is $150,000 worth of benefits for $19.95. And this program is way more than AAA on steroids, which the roadside service is really cool. There's a lot of other things you get, such as the discounts on prescription, vision, and dental, $500 if you were to go to the emergency room. You get $54,750 for being in the hospital if you're admitted. You have the $60,000 in the accidental death benefit. You know, there's just a lot of things here, such as the legal benefit, that just is so cool because it's the value is so much more than what people are paying for it. Okay, so I'm told that we have David on the line. He's the president of MCA. Hold on one second. David, I really appreciate you taking the time to do the call. And what I'd love to have you elaborate is on Mr. Virgil Coffey. I've always found this story to be really powerful. Can you share that story?
Virgil Coffey, the owner, designed the marketing plan. He was also the person who designed the marketing plan for prepaid legal, and he did prepaid legal from 1.7 million in collected premium to 45 million in a 7-year period. Okay, so every time he's taken a company and built a company up and used this marketing plan and increased the sales on the company, after a while they told him he was making too much money. He was making prepaid. He was making $25,000 a day in commissions because he was operating under the same plan that his salesmen were. So he was making $25,000 a day in commissions. I saw it. I was kind of his personal bookkeeper.
Wow.
And they came to him and said, "That's too much money. You can't make that much money," because he was making more than they were, right? And he said, "Hey, you know, you agree to this? Well, okay, I'll cut it in half." So they cut it in half and came back and cut it in half again, cut it in half again. And finally he said, "I'm done. I'm going to go start my own company," which he did. And this is it.
That's really powerful, and I know a lot of people listening want to know more about the compensation. But let me just ask you, what can a person make with this program?
Virgil's got a plan, and he can show anyone how to make $1 million a year if they'll listen to it. And the marketing plan, it's designed to help everybody. It helps the salesman. If you want to be a salesman, you can make a living doing this. If you want to be a recruiter, you can make a living doing this. Whatever your forte is, whatever your bailiwick is, you can make a living with this marketing plan, and a good living. And you can make $1 million if you want to. There's no limits. There's no territories. There's no areas. The whole point is everyone can make a great living on this marketing plan.
You know, average people we see it all over the internet on YouTube that are making, thousands of dollars a week pretty, right out of the gate. What's your prediction on six-figure incomes out of this company?
Sure. I've got Charlotte Watts. She makes $450 a year. I've got a lot of people that are making $100,000 range. Our biggest issue is not the limitation on the potential of income, but people reaching their comfort level.
Okay, now, David, I think most people that are listening to this understand that they're going to earn a percentage and they're going to make some supplemental income. And I know a lot of people just need to make a little bit of additional income. But can you explain a little bit more about what happens on this second part of the compensation, which is something people don't grasp? It's the matrix. Can you elaborate on what the matrix is?
The matrix is the 3x8 matrix. So as I bring people into the business, or as people are brought into the business by my sponsor or someone above me in my genealogy, those people can fall into my 3x8 matrix. On the first level of my 3x8 matrix, and you don't want to confuse level with genealogy. That always seems to be something that seems to cause people trouble. But just there is no correlation between level and genealogy whatsoever. Okay.
Okay.
But as you bring people into the matrix, or there's 3 slots underneath you. So as you bring people in, the first 3 slots in your first level of your matrix are filled. Those 3 slots can also be filled by your sponsor. Let's say, for example, when your sponsor makes a sale, and the person the member that he makes that sale to that has a matrix component or has one of these two memberships would fall in the next available slot in his matrix, which may be in your matrix, okay? Because they're kind of like nested. They're contained within each other. So, I mean, if you go to the water fountain and you look at the cone cups there, they're all nested. So as his sale, the sale that he makes will fall in his matrix for sure, but it may also fall in yours if he sponsored you. So even a member who has never made a sale can have people fall underneath them in the matrix.
Okay, so can you please now explain the real power of this program? It took me a minute to understand it. I guess maybe I'm a little slow, but there's a matching program, and that's the reason why Virgil made $25,000 a day using this compensation. Can you please explain to people what matching is?
In addition to earnings that you would get in your reward dollars, okay? Every first generation, now we're getting back to generations, everybody, first generation to you, who has one of these memberships and is in the matrix, you match 100% on their reward dollars. So if you had 100 guys out there and they were earning $100, if they were earning $100 in reward dollars because of people that had fallen in the matrix either by people you'd put in or by people that had been put in by them, then you're going to match on every one of those, and you'll be getting, well, they were getting $100 each month, you're going to get $10,000 because you're going to match on each one of those. So you're going to get 100 times 100 in first generation matching.
And I know that that's the big part that people just don't get. And when I got it, it opened my eyes to this program, and it got me pretty excited. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, but real quick, can you share with the listeners a little bit about some of the success people are having, that are actually newbies?
Okay, well, let me give you an example, okay? Greg started in May, and his check last week was $6,000 and change. So he's probably he's going to be close to $300,000 this year, and he started in May. We got a good lady named Crystal Taylor who's also in Mike's team, and she's going to make she's probably making about $3,000 to $4,000 a week. So she's probably, and she started in June.
And these are people that are just total what we would call newbies, correct?
Exactly. Not only are they newbies, but they're new to my business, and they're young kids, and these kids and not very. I mean, they're kind of marketing savvy in their own bailiwick, in their own area, like maybe Facebook or whatever. But they're not seasoned network marketers, if you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so, and I've got another guy. I mean, I got another guy. I keep using Mike's people because we're talking with Mike, so we use. But there's a guy named Eric Turner who Crystal is under Eric Turner, and Eric came into the business, and he works and he does it, but he doesn't have the needs, driving needs that some of these other do, but he works and he recruits people and he does it all the time. And Eric's probably making $3,000 a week, and Crystal's underneath him, and she's making a lot of that for him because he's getting a lot of residual off her. But these people, so he started in May, the same time that Greg did. So I've got a lot of those. There's other guys by the name of William Shim. I've got there's a lot of them right now that have great potentials for six figures, and I mean a lot. I've got a lot of people who are doing 2,000, 2,500 a week right now, and none of them started any earlier than May.
Wow, that's just a great story, and I know there's so many others like that. This is just an incredible program, company, product, service, everything. So hats off to you guys and what you're doing, and I really appreciate you taking a moment to explain everything. Thanks for the call.
All right, thank you so much. It's nice speaking with you.
Okay, that was great information. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit. Why us? Why now? And if you've listened to all this information, you should have come to the conclusion that this is a great opportunity. Our program gives 2 compensation plans to Automated Success Team and then also through MCA. It's a low startup. You get 200% commissions. Done for you marketing, traffic solutions that get you all the traffic you need. This has $1 million potential through MCA, and again, our system is automated. We're getting a ton of feedback on this program, and once people find out they get a $40 credit and that it's risk-free, that's what our team does, it really just becomes a no-brainer. So let me go ahead and close by telling you a little bit about a reason why. I told you in the beginning that I had a great friend die in a car crash, but what I didn't tell you is that I met him through home business, and we became great friends because we both had the vision and the dream of having a better future, and that we were dreamers. And what I found is this whole business and program is you meet people that are like-minded, and it's just a great experience. So on behalf of myself and David, we appreciate him being on the call, and Mike and all the people on the Automated Success team, we look forward to your success.